Hi there. I'm Gary McElheran, the author of the MourneQuest series. Working very happily in conjunction with Backspindle Games at the minute, Dave and Leo, the main guys, to try and bring the board game to fruition. And I just want to thank everyone who's helped with the Kickstarter thus far, and hopefully get a few more backers so we can get over the line and get this game made. It's fantastic. I've seen it played, I've watched it, I've played it myself. I've helped from the very start, and have say on the guys have been very gracious to allow me to have say on what I think should be the characteristics in the designs. What we want to do is we want one of you guys, either someone to come on and back or a present backer, to come up with a character of their own. So if I show you very briefly some ideas that I've had. The artwork here is all done by a good friend, John Farley, and he's been with the project since the start over 10 years ago. I don't know how well you can see these with the light, but I'll give it a go. Blotting, she's the mother of all the Cluricons. We've got Potching, who's the father. That's Ure. So these are some very early concept designs of characters, brothers and sisters of Cobbs, who's this main character here. But this is where it gets interesting. This is what I want you guys to have a look at. This, for example, is a Tormentil. And as you can see there, this little evil-looking creature is holding a tooth in his hand. Because a Tormentil is actually a flowering plant in the Mourne Mountains that actually helps with tooth pain. So whilst I was doing my research on the Mournes, because I want to get all these characters and make them come up out of this, but 97 odd in the first book, I wanted to make sure they all came from the Mournes. So I just Googled Mourne Mountain plants, flora and fauna, and went through all the interesting names and came up with Colosera and the Sisters of the Heather, Erica Tetralix, Erica Ling, Erica Cinerea, interesting characters. And then I described them from their traits, their actual physical traits of the plant, and I just make them human. And then I hand them to John Farley, who has been doing all the board game work. So there's tons and tons of research here. If I pull up any one of them, you'll see how good this is. Sketches of Jack. There's tons of sketches in here, right up to the wart. If you can see this. So what you're going to do for the competition, and the competition will get you signed copies of book one, and Secret of the Silver Orb, and book two, The Devil's Coach Road. So that character on the front here is, I know it's very glossy, is a Shimnivore, born of the river Shimna, can't be killed, or can it? So what I want you to do is to Google Mourne Mountains and the flora and fauna, and find something interesting, a Latin name of a plant or bush, tree, flower, bird, anything, and write it down and describe it, and whether it's evil or whether it's good. And I'm about to start writing book three, which is called The Obsidian Stone, and that character could make its way into the story if it's up to scratch. So I really would love if you could get your thinking hats on and write a paragraph, and I will judge the one I think is the best. And better than that, John Farley, the artist, is going to sketch it, and we're going to get Alan Perry, the one who's actually done the artwork for all of the MourneQuest board game. He's going to paint it on the computer. So you will have your very own unique character, part of the MourneQuest world.